let's talk about the afterlife. That somehow, after your heart stops, when your brain starts to decay and your body just breaks down completely, that somehow your soul carries on. But somehow, when all life stops in the body, all bodily functions stop, that somehow you move on. You go somewhere. Your consciousness, your soul, your self, whatever you wish to call it, whatever makes you, somehow carries on after death. This idea of living on after death, from a perspective from the outside looking in, it sounds bizarre. When you don't believe in a religion and yet you look at the idea of an afterlife, it sounds like something you hear from a schizo. And it does. The idea that somehow there is more after this. I see desperation. When I hear people who believe in something after this life, I see people who are desperate, who will cling on to any hope. Any hope whatsoever, in the vainest hope that there is something more. My view is I don't fret about it, I don't worry about it. There is no point making a big deal about what is after, what comes after this, because you don't know and you will never know. And I can't assure you, I can't comfort you, and I don't have answers, because no man can. No man can give you answers or comfort you or assurance in this topic. The idea of an afterlife is just based on hope, based on faith, basically. There is no proof there is anything past this. But like I said, I can't assure you that there isn't an afterlife. But you cannot assure me that there is, in sort of a stalemate, or at least 50-50 split. The concept of an afterlife does sound bonkers. I love that word. It does sound bonkers, doesn't it? The thing I'm going to say about it is this. You cannot humble yourself in the idea of an afterlife. You cannot go through your life believing there is something out there. Because you can't. Because you can't assure yourself there is. You don't know. No one knows what's past this. There might be nothing. There might be a hell. It might only be hell. There might be a heaven. There might just be a limbo astral plane, whatever. A midsection, whatever. Maybe a reincarnation. No one knows. But you cannot put bets on the idea there is something after this. You cannot humble yourself believing there is more after. I'm not saying there isn't, and I'm not dissing your views. I'm not dissing if you're a religion. I'm not dissing anything you believe in. If you believe in a religion, that's amazing. In the 21st century, if you can still keep faith in religion, then wow. Okay, let's be honest here. We live in an era in where science is king. And if you still have faith in something, kudos to you. But anyway, let's get back to what I was talking about. You cannot put dibs that there is something after this. Take comfort in the idea that it's going to happen whether you like it or not. There's no point worrying about it. There's no point fretting. And so my view is just live it while you can. My view on death, the idea, the afterlife, it seems quite exciting. I'm not scared of it. That sounds really exciting, the idea there might be something after this. Because like I said, you can't stop it, and so you might as well be excited for it. That's my way around it. And I totally understand why some people do believe in afterlife. They desperately want to believe there is something more. I do believe, and I do understand why people do that. I totally understand why people do that. Because it's comforting, isn't it? It's comforting living your life. There's something beyond this. It's comforting, isn't it? It's truly humbling knowing that there's something beyond this. Like I said, I can't assure you, but you can't assure me, and so we're in this stalemate. And two more things about this topic, okay? When people claim to have flatlined and seen the other side, or they've been brain dead and had an OBE, I'm interested in OBEs, they're quite interesting, but when they claim to have an OBE or they claim to see more, I am impeccably skeptical. That's what I am. I am impeccably skeptical when I hear people who've claimed to seen the other side. Because when you actually look at the cases, when you actually look online at people who have claimed to have flatlined, you find out what they see. Each case is polarizingly different, and it is. When people claim to see beyond, when they flatlined, whatever they tell you, it's completely different, and it is. There's no paradigm. There is no one place we all go. It always seems to be completely, vastly different. And I don't mean a little bit different, I mean massively different. Some people claim it's just like going to sleep and waking up with no dream. Some people say it's like going to hell. Some people say it's just a darkened, a blacked out room with nothing but your emotions and fear. Some people say that blacked out room is comforting. Some people say that there is a utopia, something beyond an astral plane. Some people claim to have an OBE, and they can actually walk around the place while they're basically flatlined. So, personally, when people claim to have seen the other side, be impeccably skeptical. Okay? When people have claimed to see beyond this, be epically skeptical. And the last thing, people who usually believe in an afterlife usually are religious. And like I said, I'm not dissing your personal religion, I'm not insulting what you believe in, but think of it like this. There are 4,200 plus religions on Earth, and I've said this through my videos. Can you assure me that your God, or gods, or deities, or what you believe in, are you sure that your beliefs are the right one? Let's be honest here. There are more gods, deities, beliefs than bloody sense. And like I said, I'm not insulting one specific religion, I'm not insulting whatever. Okay? Let's get it out there in the open. I'm not insulting. But let's put it out there though, that there are over 4,200 religions on Earth. And that's recorded. We have no idea about the rest that we forgot about. So like I said, are you sure your God's the right one? Your deity is the right one? Your version of the afterlife is the right one? And so, the conclusion to this video is, you can't put bets on an afterlife. You can't humble yourself. You can't go through life humbling yourself in afterlife. But you can't go through life completely accepting there's nothing. You've just got to take it as it is. There's no way around it. You're a flawed, mortal human. You've got to take it as it is. That's the conclusion of this video. You've just got to take it as you tried. You get hit, get back up, and if you can't get back up, accept your end. Okay? Oh yeah, and a bonus bit. If you just fall, one last bit, a bonus bit I want to talk about. The most damaging part in the idea of an afterlife, this belief there's something more beyond it. What's truly damaging, you tell your kids this. You tell your 6-year-old, your 5-year-old, your 4-year-old that there's a guy in the sky, that your granddaddy died and now he's now he's watching over you. That's the worst bit. You tell your kids that when they see their granddad die, or their pet die, or their relative die, that all of a sudden he's above. And personally, that damaging idea that somehow you teach your kids there is more beyond this, they carry that through life. You can't do that. You are harming your kids. When you tell your kids and assure your kids there's something beyond this, you're setting your kids up to fail. Because like I said, you cannot live a life believing there is an afterlife, but yet you cannot live a life believing there isn't. So, like I said, you've got to take it as you do. You've got to take it as it comes. And so when I hear someone who assures their kids there's something more beyond this, when their 9-year-old child suddenly muses their own mortality, that all of a sudden there is a man in the sky, granddaddy's watching over you. A thunderstorm is nothing more than God dragging his chair. Whatever you tell your kids. There's always more. You can't do that. You are literally setting your kids up to fail in life. But anyway, I am Packwool, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.